Just a beautiful afternoon for football, Coach. They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll...
Here we go. 180! I got one.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. 4 yards there on the carry. Gets it back to 2nd and 11.
But if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Here we go. 180! 11.
Let him know. Kill.
11.
On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo over the middle here to Brown. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give him 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Here we go. 180!
56, right there. 56. You better be afraid.
They'll run on 1st down. Coleman. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Here we go. 180!
Stop your whining. Kill.
Hey, gun.
Check safety.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. It was Jaron Reed who got him down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here we go. 180! 65. Topper.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Finds his target, it's Bellamy. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bears on the move. They've got another 1st down.
That's another Bears 1st down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
I'm coming for you, son.
This is Coleman. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
That's another Bears first down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Here we go. 180. Check 56. Watch the screen. 12, fellas. Here we go.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Tight end's right.
On second down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Here we go. 180. 11.
I got you.
Garoppolo now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
12.
59. I got him. Chance.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Cluster. Hey, I-7. Easy.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
11, 13. Hey, team 6.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
12.
Here we go. 36.
Greystone, travel.
Switch it.
On first down, Coleman. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
The tackle by Quan Alexander. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Vikings' 12-yard line.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Back in Chicago, ready for the second quarter. It's the Bears in possession as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Here we go, here we go. 180!
Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
21.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Josh Bellamy, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He's clock. Hey, Delta, 61.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Melvin Ingram dropping the hammer off the edge. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Throwing Rivers. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Man, I got you.
White! Hey, exit.
They go play action. Rivers looking long for Thomas. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings. Michael Thomas, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here we go.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check. 21. Here we go. Hey, box truck.
56, Mike, 56.
Garoppolo. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on 3rd down.
21. Hey, Alpha. Hey, get hot.
There's Garoppolo to throw. And he's got a moonwalk. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now we'll give right side Coleman. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Coleman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, it looked like the offensive line let him down a little bit.
They allowed the penetration. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. D Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
Prater now will send it away following the made field goal. This will be taken about the 12. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that.
It's just me.
180.
On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
second down and 10.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
Let's set a tone, fellas.
Hey, Haywood.
53, Mike.
Red.
I'm here all day.
Final play of the half, Rivers. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
Tremendous way. That's momentum that they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The last play got just a yard. Here's second and 9 from the 26. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Not sure what you're thinking here, partner, but I believe the officials have done a nice job here getting together and then coming out and indicating that there was a receiver in the area.
Absolutely, and he was in the area. Correct call made, no grounding. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9.
Go.
On play action, Rivers. Looking long for Thomas. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So the big play gets them across midfield now for first and 10. Coleman now. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Go ahead.
He can't hang. He's not getting
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22, and they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well, and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A big-time run there by Anderson. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3.
And, Brandon, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Mark Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does, depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
He's coming from West. We got double up. 50.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. James now to return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now it's a bootleg with Rivers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break, taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys, let's go. Come on, capitalize on this one.
Tackle made there by Buda Baker.
Buda Baker on the tackle.
Okay, baby,
brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
11. Pilot, 64, weak.
From the 41, Garoppolo. Now Garoppolo lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A first down run, not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play, first down.
As many games as the two of us do, I would hope that one day we'll be able to solve this riddle. Why is it on a hot day that one team has more trouble with the heat than another, and especially when you can't stop a guy running the ball?
You know it's September in the booth, though, when you and I have both removed our coats, and those were gone in the first quarter.
They were gone in the first quarter, and what we're watching now is a defense mentally giving in and sagging a little bit because they haven't been able to stop him.
Hey, Rocket. Check. Lucky.
Back to the ground. This time it's Anderson. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're 180, 390.
It's just whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, here you go.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
180.
53, Mike 53. You ain't got nothing.
Hey, ready.
Watch the shot.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. So that one will be accepted. They only need a yard here. 3rd down and 1 after the penalty. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. Defensively, maybe a little too fired up there for a third down stop.
Remember in preseason when we were going to camps and watching people, they worked on this, right, in the heat of the summer?
And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now, there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Bears take over first.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Not here. Kill. Alert flare. Hey, gun. He's moving, boys, he's moving. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Here it comes. Watch the twist. I got you.
Play clock down to 0. And this is not the way to start a drive. That's going to set them back 5 yards.
Here we go.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
You can't block me. 21. Here we go. Check 99. Dudes. 80 weapon. Hey, gun. Mike 56. 21.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56.